All right, guys, it's rush hour here at WSU Tech. I'm outside with Rick Blyseth. Rick, what can you tell me about your job here at the college?
So I'm the program director for the professional pilot program, and I also function as the assistant chief flight instructor.
So external factors like weather, how important is it to know what's happening outside the plane?
Oh, it's absolutely critical. So I always say, it's not only important to know where the bad weather is, but you should always know where the good weather is too. So it's critical to always have an out when it comes to weather and an alternative.
Other than weather, what kind of other external factors are there?
So other aircraft are very important to keep an eye out for. So we're always scanning for other aircraft.
So what kind of plane do we have coming in here?
It's a Cessna 172.
Is this one of your training planes?
It is. It's a pretty common training aircraft today.
What makes it good for training?
It's very durable, very dependable engine, pretty easy to fly. Flight characteristics are simple. It's not too high performance, so it's a good beginning learning airplane. So have you ever flown in a light aircraft like this?
Nothing like this. I've only done commercial flights.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so while there's a lot of similarities, there's also a lot of differences. Obviously the view's a little better. Would you like to go up and go on a flight?
Yeah, I'd love the opportunity.
All right, excellent. Yeah, I think we can make that happen.
Awesome. Let's get Bailey in here too.
All right.
Hey, Bailey.
What's up?
You want to go on a plane?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
He's not showing up right now, but other traffic will show up like that. That's what other airplanes look like.
Are there any, snacks on this flight?
There will be. Once we reach cruising altitude, I'll come around and pass out the peanuts. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Traffic Cherokee 67 Lima turning downwind for 180 bar.
Yeah, there's just air blown into somebody's mic.
Probably mine. Could be mine too.
So right hand goes on the yoke. Yep, you fly with one hand, and then this hand is for like the avionics and the throttle and everything.
Okay.
So even though there's two yokes, you really only just fly with one.
Gotcha. That kind of makes sense, I guess.
So we're at 2,400 feet, which is basically 1,000 feet above the ground. We'll climb here in just a minute. So pretty straightforward. If you want to go right, you turn it right. If you want to go left, you go to the left.
Dang.
Pushing forward lowers the nose, and pulling back raises the nose. That's all there is to it.
Okay.
So you got it.
I'm flying. I'm flying.
You have the controls. We're just heading out this direction. In Kansas, it's kind of nice. You can follow the road straight north. This is 254 below us.
I'll be honest, I'm not extremely confident in my flying skills.
I am. You're doing great. There's nothing you can do that'll mess us up. You're doing fine. Here, I will show you one kind of cheat. So I'll show you straight and level again, okay? So here's straight and level. Notice that it's about a fifth, the horizon is about a fifth length above the, you see that?
I do.
So just by looking outside, we can tell if we're straight and level. And look out at the wings. They should be an equal distance above each horizon. That's straight and level flight. That's it. That's all flying is.
Wow.
So when you ask, is flying hard? No, not really.
To be done very simply.
Now, when you start operating in airspace and you start doing more complex things, or let's say you have an emergency, that's when your training comes in, But as far as actually just controlling an aircraft, I mean, it's not.
Oh, no hands. We're gonna go down. Look, Ma, one hand.
All there is to it.
Is there a lot of math that you may need to do?
There certainly is some math. It's not high complex type math necessarily. Maybe some simple algebra. Mostly like time, speed, distance, fuel burn.
Traffic Cherokee 67 Lima. I'm about
things like that.
Okay.
But nothing like you don't have to be a physics or a calculus major to Mostly it's regulation type things.
I
dealing
remember
with,
seeing one about if you're at a certain
going
angle of
through.
turn, then you have to be able to support a certain amount of weight. So if you're at
That's
like
correct.
a 60-degree turn, you're having twice as much force
Right.
on the wings.
Right. So for instance, if we roll into a 45-degree bank, right, in order to maintain altitude, we have to maintain a certain amount of G pressure. So, like, move your arm now, up and down.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I feel the pressure on my face.
So, that's what we call a steep turn. And that's where you...
Engaging autopilot.
Oh. It's trying to take over for us because I did not turn off. It has an automatic safety feature set in there. So we do have somebody right here.
Oh yeah.
But that's why we keep our eyes outside all the time. It's real easy with these avionics to get sucked in and get focused on what's in here.
yeah, just
But-
looking for planes on your map or something.
Right. Oh, it's very important to keep your eyes moving outside. So,
I don't know, what levels of flight do you usually keep yourself at? Like how high off the ground? Or how,
I mean, this honestly is, like, when we're out here training, this is very typical altitude.
Okay.
Right here, sorry. You can still fly it. I'm just checking the trim for you. There we go. Yeah, this would be a real common altitude, like, for students to practice their maneuvers at.
How high are we now?
We're 4,000 feet,
4,000 feet?
so we're about probably 3,000 feet above the ground.
Okay. Yeah, because you have to measure above ground level or
Right.
sea level.
Final for 1 bar.
So there's a lot of tools involved in modern
There is.
aircraft.
So I didn't really go over this with you, but this is our airspeed, as it's indicated through the pitot tube there. So this is our airspeed, this is our altitude, this is our heading. So if you just want to keep it real primary and basic, that's it. You know, all the rest of it is extra.
All right. Huh.
So the dark fields produce more updraft because they're warmer, obviously. Water actually can create downdrafts
Huh.
because it's cooler. So as you fly over different fields, you can actually feel that's what you're crossing over, is the air going up and down.
Huh. So warm air pockets and cold air pockets.
Exactly.
Interesting. It's crazy to be above something you drive all the time.
So it is funny too, people sometimes want to find their house and we'll go to look at it and they'll be totally lost because they're like,
Well, I don't know where it
I
is.
have no clue.
Oh, bro.
So you start big, like find a main road and then start working your way down. Like, wow, I didn't know there was a pond back there, you know.
How would a pilot know whether we fly left base or right base at
There's several cues. The windsock area has, I don't know if you can see that round windsock down there.
Yeah?
The markings that are on it show it. It's also written in the airport directory, facility directory. It says that. So there's several places you can look to find that. Tomorrow traffic 647 Tango Hotels, short final 18, full stop 18 tomorrow.
Hey guys, Future Sam here with a haircut. I wanted to thank Rick again for letting us fly the plane and taking us up in the air. We also had the opportunity to talk to Abe Vitalik, one of the instructors at WSU Tech in a piloting school. So let's check that out. Hi guys, this is Sam with FutureMaker. I'm here today with Abe Vitalik. Abe, what can you tell me about yourself?
I'm a ground school instructor with the pilot program. Yeah, so basically what we do is once students enroll, I would teach them in-seat classes here at the program as well as do some simulator instruction with them.
So what kinds of information does a student learn in the classroom about piloting, and what kind of certifications do you need?
Sure, so we talked a little bit about certification. So for our program, they're gonna become private pilot, instrument pilot, commercial pilot, and flight instructor ultimately. But as far as classroom knowledge, we focus on systems and regulations, professionalism, weather, a lot of things that really focus in on a well-rounded professional pilot at WSU Tech.
And how difficult would you say it is to become a pilot?
It's not the easiest thing in the world, or everybody would do it, but if you put in the groundwork, the flight work becomes a lot of fun and rewarding.
Well, that's all we've got for you guys in this video. Make sure to like and subscribe so we can keep sharing more content about technical careers. And leave a comment down below if you've ever flown a plane on your own. I'd love to hear about your experience. Well, this has been Sam from FutureMaker. We'll see you next time.